Notice number 1, motion relating to bowel cancer.
Thank you. I call the member for Dobell.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I move the motion relating to bowel cancer in the terms in which it appears on the notice paper. In June, we acknowledge Bowel Cancer Awareness Month. This annual initiative of Bowel Cancer Australia raises public awareness of a disease that claims the lives of approximately 80 Australians each week. In February, Bowel Cancer Australia ran an initiative titled Prevent Bowel Cancer to raise awareness of bowel cancer and encourage more Australians to screen for the disease with the tagline, "Don't wait until it's too late." Bowel cancer is the second most common type of newly diagnosed cancer in Australia, affecting both men and women. It's Australia's second biggest cancer killer after lung cancer. And tragically, Australia has one of the highest rates of bowel cancer in the world. The lifetime risk of developing bowel cancer before the age of 75 is approximately 1 in 19 for men and 1 in 28 for women. Whilst approximately 80 Australians die each week from bowel cancer, if diagnosed early, it's one of the most curable types of cancer. 80% of cases have no known hereditary genetic associations, yet for some families the tragedy of bowel cancer repeats through generations. My father-in-law Kevin was only 55 years old when he lost his battle. My sister Kerry was only 39 years old. And watching a loved one struggle to beat this disease is heartbreaking. Kerry was in her prime at 39 with a successful career and future aspirations. In Kerry's situation, the period of time from feeling unwell, diagnosis, surgery and chemo until she lost her brave battle was only 3 months. Young Central Coast resident Holly Fielder was 24 when she was diagnosed with bowel and secondary liver cancer. At such a young age, Holly never thought that for 1 minute she may have bowel cancer. After living with severe stomach cramps and bloating for 2 years, Holly was diagnosed with bowel cancer and advised that she had a 5% chance of survival. Holly was given the all clear in December 2012. And I had the privilege of recently speaking with Holly about her commitment to raising awareness of bowel cancer screening. And since her treatment, this inspirational young woman has worked with Bowel Cancer Australia and is one of the faces of the You're Never Too Young campaign. And Holly was recently quoted in the Central Coast Express Advocate as saying, "I'm trying to put bowel cancer on the radar as I feel that a lot of people get embarrassed about talking about it and consider it to be an older person's disease." And Holly and I discussed the challenges of removing the perceived embarrassment element of the screening process, and we both agreed that open discussion of bowel cancer should be encouraged within the community. And according to Bowel Cancer Australia, the majority of young Australians diagnosed with bowel cancer are seeking diagnosis too late. And bowel cancer rates doubled in young Australians aged 20 to 29 and has increased 35% in 30 to 39-year-olds in the period 1990 to 2010. This disease does not discriminate and symptoms should not be ignored. Bowel Cancer Awareness Month has a positive message, saving lives through early detection. Mr Deputy Speaker, while those who have a first-degree relative who has been afflicted with bowel cancer are more likely to be aware of the importance of screening, but it is important to note that this accounts for approximately only 20% of cases. Therefore, it's important that more Australians be aware of the screening options available and, of course, the symptoms. Australians should also be aware that a number of bowel cancer risk factors, including smoking, high alcohol consumption, physical inactivity, obesity and type 2 diabetes are increasingly recognised as an independent risk factor for bowel cancer. And screening using a non-invasive test is available through the National Bowel Cancer Screening Program. The National Bowel Cancer Screening Program, introduced in 2006, is helping save lives every day. The program provides free screening for bowel cancer to eligible Australians, and plans to expand the program are currently underway. By 2020, all Australians aged between 50 and 74 years of age will be offered free screening every 2 years. This means about 4 million Australians will be invited to screen each year, and more than 12,000 suspected or confirmed cancers will be detected each year. According to the Bowel Cancer Australia Atlas, Wyong Shire within the electorate of Dobell, in the period of 2011-12, Of those eligible for screening, 30.6% of males and 35% of males participated. So the challenge is to increase the number of participants. Of screening participants, 7.1% were positively detected. So without the support of many individuals and organisations that raise funds and awareness, Bowel Cancer Awareness Month and the work of Bowel Cancer Australia would not be possible. And to you all, thank you on behalf of all Australians.